Well, I'm actually giving away $68,500 to be precise. Hello everyone! Welcome back to the second episode of In the Driver's Seat, powered by the AustralianGuide.tech. It's a very beautiful day. I'm very happy today. And I'm not scared to put it out there in the world that I'm genuinely very happy today. You will be happy too once I tell you what I'm going to give you for free. So today, from the comfort of my car, while sipping my cold brew, I'm going to give you information worth 68,000 Australian dollars. And this is how I'm going to do it. So, obviously, university professors are recommending AustralianGuide.tech. Everyone's recommending AustralianGuide.tech. We are doing amazing. So, if you're looking for a job in Australia and you've ever opted for the Plan C from the AustralianGuide.tech to get yourself a job, you would know we go through a process. It's called the 90-day blueprint. This is what we use. However, because the business is doing so good and we've helped so many people and we are so confident in the process of helping people land jobs, we've made up a 90-day blueprint, free version for you guys, absolutely free. And I can guarantee you, if you follow these steps, these are exactly the same steps we follow in the Plan C. Well, you'll ask me, how am I giving $68,000? Well, I'm actually giving away $68,500 to be precise. I'll tell you how. Everyone who has landed a job using Plan C or the 90-day blueprint, on an average, they land a job that pays them about $68,500 per year. I'm going to give you this information for absolutely free. Let's do it. So on your screen, you can see the free version of the 90-day blueprint to land your dream job in Australia. First of all, you identify your career strategy. We define your core strength, what your expertise are, and what is your interest. Second, we craft a Boolean search query for you that is specific to your relevant jobs, and you filter jobs using desired company, location, and date. So now click on career strategy, a new document opens up. So this will help you identify what is the designation, which stream you should be looking down for. Most people know, some people don't. If you don't know, please use this document to identify what you should be looking for. So you got a table in front of you that helps you identify your core strength. You put your education, rate yourself in terms of interest and expertise on a scale of 1 to 5. You break it down. Then your previous designation, if you have work experience, what was your designation, your interest, your expertise. Then industry, what industry you've worked in. These are all examples in front of you, FMCG, public sector, type of companies you've worked at, and your extracurriculars. Any extracurricular should be backed by certificates or proof. Now, what you got to do is you got to create the component first. Your job title, your industry, and the company you want to work at. What designation are you going to apply for? What are the major companies you want to work for? And what industry? So once you do that, you create the components, which is job 1 in industry 1. I want you to create at least 3 of these combinations. Then condition. You put a condition, focus on junior, entry level, or graduate. And then you create the whole Boolean search query. Go through the document, read every step, and it will help you understand. So once you do that, you will make up a query which will look like this. You put your role, your industry, and your location in the end. In the middle, put junior or entry level or graduate. You put this query and you search on platforms like Google Search, Seek, LinkedIn, Indeed, etc. This is your first step. Now you exactly know what you should be looking for. Step 2, use tailored resume and cover letter to apply for each role. Now, if you don't know how to make a resume or a cover letter that will help you land a job, go to AustralianGuide.tech, get it made. If you don't want to spend $50 and be 100% sure you can be a miser, and click on the link for resume and cover letter. When you click on them, you got templates. When you click on resume, you got the professional resume optimization guide. When you click on cover letter, a template opens up that will help you create your own cover letter. This is how you can build your resume and cover letter to meet the requirements. Third step, very important. Do not apply through LinkedIn Easy Apply. You got to understand this. Anything that is easy is done by everyone else. So in my last video, I was emphasizing on the fact that do not do what everybody else is doing and expect something else. So if you're going to just apply on Seek and LinkedIn in a hope that you will land the job and everybody else would not because you have something special, might not be the case. It might be, but it might not be the case. And most probably it might not be the case. Secondly, you're going to understand that sometimes your resume doesn't even reach the hiring manager. Sometimes the roles are advertised just because they have to. They already have someone inside the company who will step up. They're just advertising it to meet the requirements. Sometimes somebody else refers someone. If you want a referral, if you want contacts, go to SriLankai.tech, approach us, and we will give you references. Otherwise, if you want it for free, this is how you do it. You don't apply just on Seek, LinkedIn, and sit back and hope that you land a job. You got to be proactive. Step 4. Email and message hiring managers and employees. If you still don't know how to find the email address of your hiring manager or people working at your target company, I will leave the link in the description of this video. 5th point, track all your applications using the tracker. This is what people usually do. They apply on their phone with just one resume, one cover letter for all the jobs, nothing tailored. This is what they do and expect to land a job. And when they randomly get a call from a company they have forgotten about, they're like, oh yeah, I did apply. And then they go and look up, who did I apply for? And they're not prepared. They don't know the hiring manager. They have no references. They are underprepared. They have no background. They haven't tracked. Then, even when they land an interview, they don't track and pursue the manager and the employer to make sure they land the job. And then they say it's very hard to land a job. Believe me, if you follow these steps, this plan is bulletproof and it is free. It makes it ridiculous. So this is the tracker. So every time you apply, you put your role that you've applied for, the company you applied for, copy the link of the description, job description, hiring manager, LinkedIn profile, or the email address. You should probably have the email address by now. Point of contact, where did you find them, their email, LinkedIn, whatever. Job source, what's the status? Have you applied, not applied? Following up. So how we do it basically, once you apply, every 5th day, you contact them and you follow up. Even after the interview, you follow up. And you do it every 5th day. After every 5 days, you follow up, and you do it 5 times. This is why we have 5 follow-up sections. The column called last follow-up date. When you put in a date, the 5th day, the date will go red, giving yourself a reminder. Put some notes, put the link for your tailored cover letter and tailored CV. This is how you should do it. 6th step, as soon as you land your final interview with the hiring manager, not with the recruiter or the agency. So what usually happens is when you apply for jobs, majority of the time, a recruiter contacts you and he's like, okay, I want to have a catch-up session with you. What he does is he makes a brief note from your resume and whatever you tell him or her, and he gives this feedback to the employer. Now you got to be very, very smart. If you're going to do this same process that everybody else is doing, a filtered version of yourself and your resume is going to reach the hiring manager who might not be so compelled by it. So what you got to do is you got to still do this and be extra hardworking and smart by contacting the hiring manager. Now the hiring manager sitting can see your email, your resume, your video in which you are saying that you are the best possible candidate, and the recruiter itself contacting the hiring manager saying that, oh, we got a candidate for you, he's got this. And he's thinking, oh, I know this guy. He emails me every 5th day with his resume, cover letter, and a video saying that he's the best possible candidate. I should interview him. As soon as you land your final interview, message at least 5 to 10 employees working in that company and ask for advice to prepare for the interview. The reason you do that, you will get some insight, and you need that insight. Use interview preparation template of the SriLankai.tech. So when you click on the interview preparation template, it's a very detailed template. Let's have a look. First of all, you have to review the job description again and again and again. I want you to understand that with the interview preparation, we have to use ChatGPT to the fullest. Once you land the interview, contact the hiring manager, send this email to them. This is the template. So what you got to do is follow these steps, get the homepage, about page, products, services, news, blogs, and put it on ChatGPT. Ask this question. Copy the format, ask ChatGPT for all the information, and make notes and read. You have to understand that you can never be over prepared. Research the interviewer. Now you got to do is research the interview. Prepare common interview questions. Last step, send a thank you email after the interview. Once the interview is done, send a thank you email saying, thank you for the opportunity. We'll be looking forward to the response. This whole 90-day blueprint is bulletproof. If you do it, you will land a job within 90 days. And I can tell you by experience, majority of the people land a job within 2 months. But if you follow these steps, do this, you will land a job within 90 days. This wasn't free for you. Now this is free. What you got to do is, how do you access this? You click on the link in the description, or you can DM me on Instagram and I'll send it to you for free. Lastly, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such informative videos, because that'll make me happy. And if I'm happy, I'm gonna give away stuff for free. Let's do it.